Hello everyone, welcome back to another Jurassic World Evolution 2 video, and today we are starting a brand new park already. Ever since I started YouTube, I am pushing these parks left and right. I made the Windy Rocky, I made the Red Tree Gardens, I made Jurassic Horror Nights, and then what was the recent one? Jurassic My Resort, and now we're heading to Jurassic Winter Wonderland. One thing I love about YouTube is that it motivates me to actually play the game like more seriously time around, because before YouTube I would play for 30 minutes and I would not touch the park for like a day or two or even a week, and then I will start rebuilding it. Sometimes it takes me like a month or even 2 months or even 3 months to actually finish a park. But I am pushing this game. I'm making parks left or right. I have work and school, and the only time that I get to play this game is around 2 a.m. in the morning, and it's 2 a.m. in the morning now. So I just want to make more content. It makes me fall in love with this game even more. So yeah, I'm making parks left and right, and I'm so glad that you guys enjoy it too. I mean, I got a what 2,000 views in one of my parks. I am so grateful because the only reason why I make a YouTube account is to show off my parks, because I if I'm proud of my park building skills, then I'm pretty sure you guys are proud of it too. Well, hopefully you guys loved my parks, but okay, enough with all of this. Let's talk about the build. So this is Jurassic Winter Wonderland. It's time for the holidays. I think it's time to celebrate the holidays by making a nice winter park. Now, the only problem here is that we don't have a lot of decorations that involving around the holidays, like Christmas and all that stuff, like ornaments, a Christmas tree, or some decorative Christmas lights. Like I mentioned earlier, like a snowman would be nice. All of that Christmas holly jolly type of ordeal, and maybe like I mentioned in the other previous video, maybe the free update can have some sort of Christmas themed decorations. Who knows? We have to wait until the 29th to find that out. But I'm making a Parasaurolophus habitat. Now, the Parasaurolophus is going to be the Dominion version, because the one in the movie, it has, their Parasaurolophus, they can inhabit in snow. So I'm like, okay, you know what? Let's have like a snowy type of animal, like a dinosaur. And we don't have a lot of dinosaurs that can inhabit in snow, because I know the Pachyrhinosaurus is famous living in this type of habitat, because they live around Canada, and then that's about maybe Albertosaurus. Maybe I could add Albertosaurus. Of course, I'm gonna add some Dominion dinosaurs here in this park. But yeah, one thing that I really really want in this game is like have some foliage, trees, all that actually adjusts to the environment that the map is, because if you want a Parasaurolophus, right, a Parasaurolophus, they love ground nut. I believe it's ground fruit, ground nut, either or, ground nut, ground fruit. It stands out like a bad sore thumb. If you ever play in some sort of map like this and see like the ground fruit and ground nut, they don't look right into this environment, so maybe in the update we could have something like foliage or whatever that match the environment of your map that you're using. You know what I mean? Because of course the ground nut and ground fruit, they're like in the tropical biome, but it doesn't fit in a snowy tundra biome. You don't see tropical fruits in a Nevada rocky snowy landscape, right? You don't. So I think it would be cool if we have some sort of foliage, trees, or anything of that matter that reflects into the environment. So the Parasaurolophus habitat is called a Parasaurolophus lake, and come to think of it, if you see Sierra Nevada, like Google Sierra Nevada, their landscape is so beautiful, like it's gorgeous. But this map doesn't justify how beautiful the Nevada really is. And I think that's the downgrade of this map. It's not a bad map. It's just that it's just too white. It's too snowy. Even if you place like you paint some rock, the rock there is just turned into like whiteness. It's like it doesn't paint the texture of how a rock texture is. You know what I mean? It's just because it just becomes white, and I felt like that's a downgrade for this map. It's like this map has potential to be one of the greatest maps. It's just that it's covered in snow. It's too white. You can't take out the snow. And I felt like that's really, really unfortunate. But here we are just building do what we have to do unless we have some updates. But I'll show you in game what I mean. But like, yeah, enough of my rambling, my random rambling. I'll see you in game, and yeah, see you there. Okay, we are back in game, and this is the Parasaurolophus habitat. So it's a like a little lake, a little stream down around the corner. Then their little water source. I'm hoping this is enough water. Should be enough water. Their enrichment is groundnut, and this is what I'm talking about. It just looks out of place, you know what I mean? Like you don't see these type of foliage in this area. Now, I don't know what they could replace like acorn trees or these type of pine trees that could be their enrichment here. Um but you know what I'm talking about. Like these foliage does not fit in this environment. And another thing I want to show you is the paint as well. So if we go to, where am I going? Environment, and then we go to paint. Like let's say you want this type of texture or the rocks, right? Or you want some sort of dirt. It does. See, is you don't get dirt. I mean, you get dirt, but it's still white. You know what I mean? If you want rock, it's still white. It doesn't have this grayish texture. And that to me is a downfall of this map. It's a nice looking map. It's way too white. It's way too snowy. And it just, again, it's really not appealing to the eyes because you don't get a lot of variety of colors, see? So I think that's one of the biggest issues with this map, and I'm hopefully we get an update down the line that we could actually have like more color in our environment and change the foliage of what the foliage should represent in this environment. Okay, so let's just go ahead and release our parasaurs. So these are the Dominion Parasaurolophus. As you can see, they're much different than the actual Parasaurolophus in the game or like any other Parasaurolophus. This is based on the movie. They're more robust. They're more like sturdy, heavy. Um, there's another. Oh, guys, help me out here. There's another type of species of parasaur. The name is blank. So if you guys know who that parasaur, you guys should know. It's blank on the on my top of my head. I couldn't think about it, but like there's another subspecies of parasaur that pretty much looks like this, right? Like the crests are much longer and sturdier. I might be wrong, but anyways, we'll bring in our parasaur into the habitat. Okay, so they're bringing in our parasaur, and I found the parasaur I was talking about. It's called I believe it's called the Charonosaurus, and I think these parasaurs are from, Asia, and I think they're much bigger than the Parasaurolophus. I know I'm just looking up here, and yeah, so I think like it does look like a Tyrannosaurus, but that these Parasaurolophus are really really beautiful, and let's see if they really do love the habitat. Yeah, it's perfect for them. So they have their ground nut, so that's pretty much a good ground nut for them. Yeah. Water is fine. Yeah, there it is. There's the habitat. It's really big and wide, so too. So guests can look here in this viewing gallery. They could look up here, or they could have a little vantage point up here, and they could look at our Torona or Parasaur office, or they could look at the hotel. That's also a nice view. But yeah, this is the Parasaurolophus built. And I did make a poll on my Instagram, and this was number one. So number two, the second runner-up is going to be the Pyroraptor. And I think I have a good habitat idea for that in mind. But yeah, so our Parasaurolophus, the last one, is about to land. Um, yeah, what do you guys think about the habitat build? I like it. It looks so naturey in a way. So, oh, and if you guys have names, if you want to name these dinosaurs, be my guest. Comment down below, like, what do you want to name the dinosaurs? Heck, I could also request, like, if you want a dinosaur with a skin pattern and all that stuff, and you want that dinosaur to be named, comment down below too. But yeah, this is the habitat built. What do you guys think? If you do like it, like the video. And if you do like my Jurassic World content and my park builds, and we also do DLC discussions and all that good stuff, subscribe to my channel to see more. But this is it for me. Uh, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next build, and thank you guys for watching.